Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, bringing you another week of great New Hampshire-based musicians and artists. And this week we have an interview for you that I did recently with Ape the Grim, who is a hip-hop artist from here in New Hampshire. And also joining Ape was a gentleman who's been on the show once before with a project called Airtight, Prince Tutch. It's always hard to say his name, as you'll hear during the interview. Prince Tutch Glift, the Rothchild of Airtight. Now, he told me that I can just refer to him as Your Royal Highness or something like that. I don't know. You'll hear it in the interview. But that goes back to 2011, I think, when Tutch One, I think he said I can call him, from Airtight was on. And by the way, my interview with Airtight remains, not to play favorites, but that is my favorite Local Outbreak of all time. So he came in with Ape the Grim, and Ape the Grim I had met before. Of course, he's been in the hip-hop scene here in New Hampshire for quite some time. But it was my first time ever actually getting to sit down and interview him. And we focus most of this on him and play some of his new music, his new Grimfluence compilation that is out, Ape the Grim and Bug Out, mixed by DJ Myth. So we play some stuff from that. We chat, get to know Ape a little bit. And, of course, Tutch One of Airtight was there as well. I'm not going to make another attempt at saying his full name. It's quite long and difficult to say. But without further ado, let's go to my conversation with Ape the Grim and also Tutch One here on this week's Local Outbreak. We have a couple of gentlemen. Our guests are here. Oh, wait, here. We got to do this for our, there we go. Little air horn there. Hello, gentlemen. Yeah, have a seat wherever you like, although that mic does have a processor on it. But that is the news desk, of course. You're welcome to sit there, but wherever you guys want. We'll get those mics on. And I will let you gentlemen introduce yourselves. There's headphones there for you.
Matthew, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while, yeah?
It's been a long time.
But maybe a decade or so. But I brought my close friend, Mr. Ape the Grim.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Matt.
Hello. Nice to see you. And you should introduce yourself. You look you kind of look like Liam Gallagher, but you are in fact not.
No, I'm Luxembourg royalty, as you know. But I came in. Ape he did not want me to wear typical regalia, so
yes,
he wanted me to street it up a little bit. So
you introduce yourself. I'll introduce mine.
Yeah, so Prince Tutch Glift, the Rothchild, House Heart from Luxembourg.
Yes.
My name is Ape the Grim, representing 603 Trap Jaw affiliates.
Wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yes.
Now, Ape, I don't think I've ever interviewed you.
Okay.
But at least I don't think I have I?
We've met before, but I've never been on the show, and I've just been meaning to get up here, and here it is.
Yes, it's wonderful to have you here. And, of course, you, sir, I interviewed, it wasn't really 10 years ago, was it?
Yes, I want to say around 2011, something like this.
Oh, so about 8 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago.
They don't pay me for math.
With Airtight.
I know that's when you guys did that record, was like 09 or 10.
Wow.
Something around there, yes.
It's a classic, yes. So it's it's wonderful. Now, have you gentlemen recorded together?
Almost.
We've come together on a couple of projects.
We're trying to agree on a couple of beats. We're trying to align the rhythms, see what we can come up with.
Right.
Things to come, absolutely.
Very good. Very
Zal
good.
Brunis is persuading him, if you know what I mean. To
got to get the right
suit,
joint. Man. Got to get a record that's going to speak to both.
Yeah. Very nice.
Philosophy is different with women. Our philosophy is a little bit different with women. He's more what do they call yourself? A gentleman, I think.
Not me.
But
well, you're not a gentleman.
Well, in Luxembourg, I'm the gentleman.
Right. Yes. Of course. Yes. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, we have some tracks, and Ape, you sent me some stuff earlier.
Yeah.
I will let you. Oh, Jenny is in the Facebook live chat. She says, "OMG, I love it." Paul, I don't know if this is someone you gentlemen know, and I don't know how to say his last name. Paul Ionescu.
What's up, Paul? Yep.
You know him? He says, "Greetings from Romania."
Ah, it's good.
There
Yeah, Romania. How are you?
Wow, very nice. Truly, truly international. Well, what's so I downloaded all these. What do you? I'll let you decide. What would you like to play?
Well, I gave you. Why don't you play a song called "You Decide"?
You Decide. Okay.
That's Grimfluence is actually that's just dropped this week. Ape the Grim and Bug Out from the group Granite State. It's one of my homies, one of my brothers.
Yeah.
We've been doing this music thing since the mid '90s together with the Trap Jaw affiliates, the whole team, New Hampshire. This song is very special. It's number 2 on the Grimfluence tape. It's like a best of Ape and Bug Out mixtape by DJ Myth that we released this week. My man B-Tooth made the beat right here in Manchester.
And this is on because I'd found it on Bandcamp. It's on that compilation Grimfluence. And does that encapsulate your entire career? Because I think it says like
everything the Bug Out and I have done.
The Bug Out and you have done.
I mean, there's more joints we did through the years, but we took 20 of the what speaks to what we're both trying to do right now. So
gotcha.
I'm going to release probably 3 projects this year.
Okay.
And he's doing the same. So it's like this will kind of kick off what we're both trying to do.
Right.
And we'll support each other as we have been, just to kind of reignite what the scene, the Trap Jaw affiliates vibe, the culture of hip-hop perfection that we have right here in New Hampshire.
Okay. Those Luxembourgians, or whatever you call them, are very clumsy.
He's very proud.
You ever notice? Yes.
Luxembourgish.
Luxembourgish, yes. Yeah.
But you can address me as just royalty. It's fine.
Yes. All right. All right, so let's give this a listen. This is You Decide. This is Ape the Grim and Bug Out. Anybody else on this track with you? And
produced by B-Tooth right here in Manchester.
B-Tooth. Oh, very good. Okay. Nope. We'll give this a listen, and then we'll come back and chat some more.
B-Tooth. Grimfluence. My man Ape, what up? Yeah, let's go. Money coming in, stacking to the ceiling. No better feeling than paying cash. No big borrow stealing. It's so appealing but so elusive. Get it, then we lose it. Ish. The hardest working ain't the highest paid. Get used to it. I know it sound ludicrous, but it's a fact. We killing off the middle class, and government ain't really trying to get it back. Now how should I act? To seeing people turn to nihilists, hippies turn to violence, corpus playing the violin. Try again, studying the form of alchemy, till I'm on my way to Valhalla, getting ushered by Valkyries. What the fuck's reality? A chance to heal your ancestors, trying to build a tribe with rap night down in Manchester. Everything's a damn stress, I gotta learn to live above it. I'm shoveling it till I clear a path and run for it, cause fuck it, it's now or never. You could get the 4th letter, cause if you got it, you got it, so what the fuck's a go-get? At the end of our lives, all we ask is, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter what I give? We presented with an option every day we wake up. Either you live fully engaged or you selfish as fuck, so you decide.
Let's talk about what's going on, not only how I feel about it. Jawa already has my soul, I won't leave here without it. You and every person you know and love are rolled into one. We present our sins as virtues, on purpose then we run. Fantasies to them are factors to us. Be as grown as you are young, as serious as you are fun. The sweetest part of living is an awesome contradiction. Get it, king? That's all I'm in. True Masonic tradition. I bleed myself for the ills just to detox and provide what society needs most. What does peace cost? The revolutions in government have already taken place, but the evolution ourselves is not on pace. We constantly borrow against an onslaught of sorrow. Don't limit your control, your fucking voting power's colossal. You never know, look what started out in Colorado. Bravo, someone had the balls to start the convo. The artist should be sensitive, the businessman is not. Do you wanna make a difference or a shitless? Hey, just a thought. And never let it feel like everybody's keeping score. Can you anoint my feet, they sword? It's trying to keep it real with y'all. And AP hears it all, but I don't ever let it fester. And I don't wanna ever be afraid to listen to somebody's record. Watch they do it and you're right, everything's got a price. You will co-sign rules that'll get you locked up for life. Some can be tough and demanding. I crush you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Like I crushed it and rubber band it, stuck it right in your commandments. You can light more than a candle, or we gon' die trying to do what y'all said we can't do. Come
At
on.
the end of our lives, all we ask is, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter what I give? We presented with an option every day we wake up. Either you live fully engaged or you selfish as up, so you decide.
Oh, yeah. 1997 to 2019, trap job affiliates.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
This is Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Matt Connerton here with you. And here is part 2 of my recent conversation with Ape the Grim, also joined by Tutch 1 of Airtight, His Royal Highness. Here it is. Oh, I like that. That's excellent. Excellent. So that's Ape the Grim and Bug Out. And who'd you say was...
My man B-Tooth on the beat,
B-Tooth,
man. That's
yeah.
The second song on the Grimfluence mixtape, and I'm wondering what my favorite song on the tape is. That's one of them. It's probably the most serious song on the tape.
Yeah.
And
it's catchy as hell.
yeah, it's one of those substance songs.
Right.
Those never get old, especially with what's going on in the world now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also have here, I like to let you introduce yourself, Your Highness, because I don't want to make a mistake.
You can't pronounce it, huh? It's Prince Tutch von H. Glift, the Rothchild.
Yes.
But when I spent time in England, it was they call me Bobby Rothchild.
Oh, they do? Wow, interesting.
So I was thinking about possibly putting
there's
an album out as Bobby Rothchild with Handsome Mike, who is another rapper from here. So
okay.
Handsome Mike is a good rapper.
Yeah.
I do want to say a quick hello to Princess Greta, it's, my new wife.
Wow!
But,
congratulations! I didn't.
Royal duties.
I have to be honest with you. When we met before, you didn't strike me as the marrying kind.
When nice girl from Luxembourg, comes around, sometimes she'll steal your heart. You understand this?
Sure. Yeah, no, very
say
good.
Hello to my wife, Princess Greta.
Yes. And Ape, you've worked with a lot of different people, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, since '97. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody I respect and know, I'd love to do something with you.
You've been rapping that long? Wow.
Since I was 16, yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, because I remember, Slicko, of course.
Slicko, yep.
I remember I think he's the one who first brought you to my attention, and you were working with Undu Kati
on the Jaw and Order album.
Okay, yeah. And I think that's when I first...
That was 10 years ago.
I think that's when I first kind of became aware of you.
Check it out, Ape and Undo, Jaw and Order. That's available. That's one of the New Hampshire classics.
Yeah.
If people... I'm sure you had the album and maybe the singles.
Yeah.
We got Mighty Sam McLean on there. He's a blues great, rest in peace, my homie. I got a bunch of songs with him.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of the best, called Count Your Blessings.
Okay.
Let's see, we got Apathy on there. Gotta Be the Shoes.
Yep.
That song. We got King Mag, Attack. That's my man Terminology, Rex.
Oh, wow.
This is 10 years ago, man. It was 16 hot. When I put out an album, man, these are going to be memorable pieces of art that I want to live by.
Yeah.
A mixtape is, might be just a bunch of just rawness, all hodgepodge into one radio session stuff. Matter of fact, do you have people rap live here on your show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. We'll see what we got.
Is it important to you to put out albums? Because we live in an era now where, of course, you can do that, or you can just put out EPs, or you can just put out singles. Just put out singles online. I
think when you're our age and you grew up in the '80s, or in early on, or even maybe in the 2000s, you were looking for a full piece of music.
Right.
Like if you like an artist and you're a music person,
yeah, exactly.
You're going to want to embody everything that guy is saying and doing, and you're going to want to hear the whole thing if you like that. If you're like me.
Right.
So, no, if people are not buying whole albums, I think enough people still do.
Yeah.
Enough people want to hear something through. So I suggest you pull it together as it's one piece, something that's going to characterize this chapter of your life.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. Yeah. And then do you try to have any kind of a theme when you do that, or are you not necessarily?
Yeah, usually, with my albums are pretty broad because I know so many producers. I have so many vibes. I can kind of capture all feelings of life,
right?
All the essences of what's going on. So I want to make something that's full.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds like the last track.
Right.
And you don't want to do too many. But when you have like a bunch of singles and they're all, you could kind of make one song to make an album from, and then the album you could live off of when it comes to, this is the next album I'm going to listen to for the next year strong. I'm going to learn it. That's the stuff I'm about now when I do art. It's a journey, man. So, I mean, if you checked it out or not, but when you do, you're going to really get into what I'm about. And, it's not for nothing, anything I'm doing.
Right,
I pay a lot of money to make beautiful music.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, it's all, like, the production quality is outstanding. There's nothing, because you got a lot of these, like,
it's disposable now.
Yeah. But you're doing really quality stuff. And, of course, His Highness over here, everything he does is fantastic as well.
I think...
I don't want him to kill me. So
no, it's good. It would never... My hands would always be clean. Diplomatic immunity, my friend.
I know. That's what worries me.
I think what attracted me most to not physically, but I mean, he has handsome man, but
yes.
But his music is Ape likes to tell stories, start to finish. It's a story all the time.
Yes,
and I think he touched on it a bit. The music that comes out today is very much just about sex and money, which is very much what my music is about. But
I've noticed that you definitely have a theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's and when you said that, do you put out an album? I was hoping you would just stop at put out, because this is more of an important thing, I think, in the city of Lang, which, as you know, is where we're from.
Yes,
my brother and I, who is serving as Minister of Thrust in Sweden right now.
Right.
So royal duties, a lot of people thought airtight was no more, and this is not true. I happened to move back to England for a little bit.
Yes.
Which is where I run into Ape the Grim.
Yes.
And, I was working with my band Digital Sock Pump, which was like electro, heavy metal type of... I don't know, it's just garbage music.
Sure.
Well, he's got sex and money.
Right.
I'm about love and security.
Right.
So there's two sides to each pancake.
Two sides of the same pancake, yes.
Yeah. And then we come together to the point where maybe we can make something happen with the forces I bring.
Right.
What he brings.
Yeah.
Just maybe, truth be heard, truth be told. Worlds be created, put entities together.
There you go.
And love, fight, hate, and win.
And he probably needs someone to collaborate with now that his brother is Minister of Thrust.
You need somebody to help
which is an important job. So I
that's
a very
an
important job, especially in Sweden.
You got to tend to the dames.
Very important position.
Especially.
Minister
tend to
of
those
Thrust.
dollars.
Yeah,
he's got to put those accounts to work.
Right.
You dig? And I can do good things with those items.
Right.
And I'm not going to blow it. You dig? And
It's true.
I would say I'm pretty conservative in that sense.
Yes,
to
absolutely.
The point where nothing is for nothing, and we're not going to throw it away. Substance is going to win, rule the day.
I mean, I literally will wipe with hundreds, and he's not. He says no, 2-ply is good for me.
Right,
give me those hundreds, and I will do some good in the world for this.
Yes, yes. I think that's wonderful.
I'm proud to be associated with a gentleman like this.
Yes.
He taught the prince how to pray.
Oh, really?
Recent.
Well, you've got to pray just to make it today.
He tried.
Well, absolutely.
Yes, he tried.
Well, he makes attempts. He tries to get it through. You got to take your glasses off to do it. So I tell him.
Yes.
This is not. Does not happen often. Is it? There's only one person.
So,
who
like
sees
we said,
glasses
this
off,
Sunday, y'all. I just want to remind you guys. This Sunday is Happy Easter. Okay.
Oh, yes.
I'll black out for 3 days.
That's how you celebrate
I can black
Easter?
out for 3 days off the head, straight.
Sure,
and then we're going to end it at rap night right here down the street, 1 block away.
Yes.
At the Shaskeen with DJ Myth.
Great club.
8 Bizza, my man Ill by Instinct.
Oh, 8 Bizza is awesome. I've interviewed him a bunch of times. Yeah, I9.
Undo will be there.
I9 is phenomenal.
Cody Pope will be there. And my brother Kurt Grimm.
Very nice.
Will be there.
Very nice.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
Sunday service. And I was about to go as far as say we're going to have no alcohol on Sunday, but I can't do that. It's Easter. We're going to party. And we're going to have wine. And we're going to have fun.
Very nice.
On Sunday.
Does I9 still rap at 1,000,000 miles an hour? Is he still doing that?
He's one of the best at that.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
Oh,
yeah.
He's smart. He's got bars too. He's got.
Oh yeah.
He and LB have. I just heard him the other night. They have this song where they just go back and forth and lines. It's really good. And it's on some boom bap stuff. And it's
very good. Yeah,
hard lines.
No, that's good. He's amazing.
Those are some bars.
Yeah,
considerable bars.
Yeah,
you guys make bars.
New England's very underrated for hip hop.
I agree.
Think so.
I agree. Yeah.
It is because why? It's not bigger than life up here.
That's true.
You can come up here and get your whole life together and have everything.
Or you could come here and let your whole life fall apart.
Including hip-hop. And if you want to have too much of one, you might lose some of the beauties of the other. And then it becomes a thing to where you get into the drugs and do the things that are happening and plague this area.
Yeah, that's true.
There's enough to keep yourself consumed with the good and to want to help those people that might need an angel and might need help. That's happening.
This is why he's such, he's a good influence on me. He's a grim influence on me.
He's a grim influence. I see what you did there, Your Highness. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you for addressing me as such.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I want to be very careful.
Zal Drunas is always right outside. So
yeah,
Zal Drunas, he's a security, as you know.
I think I remember meeting him before.
Yes, he's the best in the business.
I think I called him Zal, and he didn't like that.
He
didn't like that.
He did not.
He got kind of upset with me.
Yeah, Chersky, Siberia. They grow a big guy out there.
Yes, certainly. Well, why don't we? Let's talk about the Declaration.
Yeah, cool.
Because we were talking about that while the other song was playing. But what you were saying about it was interesting.
That's the best song I got that I didn't write.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But let's talk about what you're doing with that. Can you explain that?
So I took the Declaration of Independence, printed it off a few years ago. This is probably 2011. And I found the rhythm to it, put it to a beat, recorded it as a song, and I spit it as bars.
Yeah.
A 40-bar verse, an 86-bar verse, and then a 40-bar verse.
Okay.
So it is a 9-minute song, very lyrical, word for word, everything that Thomas Jefferson put in the Declaration of Independence, and it hits the beat, and it kind of I like it. It's good. People enjoy it, a cappella or over the beat. Every time I've done it, it seems to go over well.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you, maybe appreciate a little bit about, why everybody loves Hamilton. And all those things. I mean, I recorded this while I was reading the Hamilton book at the same time.
Is that what inspired you to do it?
No. I didn't even know about the Broadway special until when I was about halfway through the book.
Yeah.
And I had already done the Declaration.
Oh, okay.
My man Neuromancer made the beat on this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Ideal 2 coming out later this year, which is a follow-up to The Idealist, Ape the Grim, The Idealist, which is out now everywhere. iTunes, you everywhere you can stream, you can find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Ape the Grim, The Idealist is out, but Ideal 2 is the follow-up coming out later this year. I was going to put the Declaration on Idealist. I didn't. It's going to be out.
Okay.
You can see it on YouTube. I went up to South by Southwest and performed it a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
With my homie's New Fame.
Okay.
And I recorded that. It's on. Check out my Facebook. You can check out on YouTube, performing live.
Yeah.
Ape the Grim on YouTube. Ape the Grim on Instagram. Ape the Grim on Facebook.
Very nice.
And Twitter.
And you've been where else have you performed this? Have you performed this other places as well?
Every year I do the Memorial Day Parade in Exeter downtown for the whole town.
Very cool.
Yep. I'm really into Freemasonry, the craft of the culture of Freemason. I'm a Mason in Epping. I do it at. I do this. I perform this at the lodges as programs, classrooms, historical society. Last night I performed at an essay contest in Bedford.
No
for
kidding.
The Bedford Historical Society.
Oh wow.
Anywhere where anybody would like to hear it.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Daughters of the American Revolution had me perform it for them.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And when I choose to pull it out live at a venue where people are drinking and it's rowdy and it's like they want hype,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure we got like people that appreciate the sound is good and they're going to listen and not just oversee or just kind of, you know, maybe overlook what's going on. It's 9 minutes straight and I want you to listen.
Right. So that's interesting. So do you sometimes kind of make a, like you kind of have it ready, but you don't necessarily.
I pull it out if it's right.
If it's right, yeah.
I can kind of gauge the situation, the jam, and say, all right, I know there's going to be a lot of all age people there.
Yeah.
People that might be looking for hip hop to inspire.
Right.
And I notice when you're putting love out there and you're spitting your introspective stuff and you're doing your spiritual stuff, man, people like real music people tune in.
Yeah.
And, you know, you get fans for life doing those songs.
Oh, sure.
But when you want to appeal to the lower vibrations, just come out and just kind of diss and do those bars and just kind of violent stuff. It's just competitive.
Yeah.
I guess you got to choose your jam. Just kind of pick the right venue for it. And, you know, when you get older, you're going to want to kind of do stuff that matters at this point, which...
That makes sense.
I have a World War II rap synopsis as well I was going to send
you.
Called Operation Incredible. That was actually on my first mixtape, my first release, Firepower 1. DJ Logics, this is 2006. Ape the Grim, Firepower 1, Fixed Bayonets.
Yeah.
Operation Incredible. It's my World War II rap synopsis.
Wow.
So I'm trying to do a history tour, if you will.
Oh, wow.
To schools, colleges. You know, this song is recorded as well. Operation Incredible. I could send you that. I was going to.
Please, yeah.
That's about 7 minutes of like everything in World War II, all the major events.
Oh, no kidding.
With 4 different beats as the tide of the war changes. And that's one of those songs that I did for college in class in 2004 in Northern Essex for my World War II course.
Wow.
And that was my final project. And that's like, and it happened to be my second song on Firepower 1, my first release.
Okay.
Which I'm re-releasing this month.
Okay.
It's not out online. We never put it online. It was hard copies back in 06. When I'm still in 8, but I was more primitive then.
Okay.
Ape the Grim, Ape Firepower 1, DJ Logics, Fixed Bayonets. I'm gonna when you see me next time, I'm gonna have copies of Firepower 1 as well as Grimfluence.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And please send me that other track, or send me anything you want to send me. Absolutely. We'll probably play. I don't want to play it today just because it's so long, the declaration, and I don't want to cut into our time
next week
chatting. But yeah. All right, there is plenty more of our conversation to share with you, but let's play another track really quickly. This is Ape the Grim. This is called "Flip da Hat." This is really good. Check this out.
Check. We gon' flip the hat, 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 just like that. Come on, oh you get it. This is my thing right here. Hip hop is beautiful, baby. I'll prove it. Now you might have your own style, you might have your own sound, but I got my own groove now. Check it out. All you need is a baseball cap and some bad loops. Gotta be fitted, straight brim should be flat too, and stickers don't hurt. Your grip's gotta feel right. I staple cardboard around the interior tight. More solid the better. You wanna spin it like psst. Alright, you got your hat, now let's get into some tricks. If I roll it from my shoulder to my hand, that's a corridor. To the other hand, across the hall to a broken arms. When I throw it under my elbow and over. If I catch it on the brim, I could get into something doper. If I catch it flat upside down, I could throw the hat in the air on my head like whoa. It's breaking in Broadway, crazy composure. Where do I go from here? I'll show ya. If I do a corridor and flip it up behind me, that's Wolfenstein. Catch it with the same hand nicely. I can spin it 5 or 6 times precisely. They look like 1990s, I just call them 90s. Started with a couple spins, now I got a bunch of spins. Walk up in the club with this, they know what the fuck it is. A young dance form, but it's there, you will see soon. I got over 200 tricks and they got names too, like Wang Doodle, bamboozle to a cliffhanger. Do an excavator in your face, you dig big flavor. Cat's cradle to a flying tornado. I do some figure eights, puppet show to a halo. Put it on top of the fridge and off the cliff. The rewind just might be my hardest trick. Back to back bumper cars, hit them with a coat rack. Right to the receding hairline, Kojak. Flip, flip the hat. Flip the hat. 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 Flip, flip the hat. Come on, flip the hat. Flip, flip the hat. Flip the hat. Oh yeah. Everybody knows that one trick that ain't crap, where you push the hat forward, upside down, and back. We'll try doing that back and forth simultaneous. I even do it fast, up and down. I do crazy-ish, that's a zigga zigga. Sideways is the villa. A good transition to get into something iller. If I roll it from my hand to my head, that's called sleeve it or not. You wanna battle me, you need to be shot. But if I let it keep going and I catch it, it's a death march. Up one arm and down the other, that's a golden arch. I slap it off the side of my squash like boom, like I blocked it off the glass. Yo, I call that LeBron. The Jack and Jill is similar. Take it cross country, pull a rabbit out the hat, make all the tricks love me. Of course, foot the head is like the best way to end it. I could go on and on, the variations are endless. Ride through Swayze Park to George and Phillips. That's a villa to a holler if you hear me. Is he Flip Wilson to a whirlpool? I'm sure we do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around like peyote. The apparition floating through the Stakes Passage. The slap me Susan to the slap me backwards. Ukfe, ooh yeah, I really use my middle. Came up with Tiddlywink the same day as King Hippo. Time bomb, slap it on my arm, planted. The salad toss is sick, but I could never land it. I do horseshoes, but corkscrews are even harder. The sliding Pop-Tart, gyro to teeter-totter. Venus flytrap, slow-mo exaggeration. Dodo birds, this is my imagination. Flapjacks, finish hard with a mulberry bush. My girl never lets me out the house, so I'm very good. Flip the hat, flip, flip the hat, flip the hat. Like flip the hat, like this. Come on. Flip the hat, flip, flip your hat, flip your hat, flip, flip your hat. We all that.
Check out my hat, yo.
B-boys, where you is? B-girls, all over the world. Wait till every kid is doing this, man. I'm a real pioneer. B-boy A Bishop Grimm, y'all.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
I'm Matt Connerton, and this is Local Outbreak. And here is the next part of my conversation with Ape the Grim, as well as His Highness from Airtight.
And hey, folks, if you're out there and you want me to come and perform the Declaration, Operation Incredible, and I have a number of other history songs that I can do a whole program for your class, as well as hat tricks, freestyles, and I can sit there and talk philosophy of hip-hop, livelihood versus culture versus the business all day, and talk about the values and what kids should be going for these days and what success means in, different situations.
Yeah,
But Ape the Grim, hit me up on Ape the Grim. Email me, apethegrim@gmail. Just if you want me to come rock with you, email me personally. Hit me up on Instagram, Ape the Grim, GRIM, one M. God resides in man.
That's beautiful.
Facebook, Ape the Grim. Hit me up. I want to come rock and put me in front of some people, man. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on one thing that
yes, Your Highness.
The song that Ape and I crossed paths in England, right? But he has song on the Idealist one, an Idealist. It's called Rebel Souls.
Yes,
and I'm not lie. This is for me, it's absolutely without a doubt one of my favorite hip hop songs by anyone.
Yes,
by anyone. Period. Rebel Souls.
I'll tell you why.
It's my personal favorite, and of course, if you don't mind, it's another track called "Wanna Go."
Okay,
and he has second verse. The entire thing, the whole second verse is acronym for his alter ego, I guess.
Ape.
Ape with an S
APE
and then a hit
SHIT.
after that. Every single.
It's a 40-bar acronym verse.
Acronym.
That just rhymes. I've done
acronym.
that before with APE as well.
Oh, okay.
On Animal Odyssey and Firepower
Ridiculous.
1.
Oh, okay.
I try to take it. I do things people don't do. I Declaration of Independence rap.
The man's an undiscovered gem, as far as I'm concerned, for the Granite State and hip hop in general.
If I'm into it, man, I live it. I can lyricalize it. Is that a word?
It is now.
It is now. Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I'll tell you why he likes Rebel Souls.
Okay.
That's a song I did about, talking about us growing up in the 90s. When you didn't really have direction and you loved rap music, and real MTV Raps was what it was.
Right, with Ed Lover.
It was like what I could imagine being a young man in America.
I wrote
would
this
be like.
in the first person as if I was 17, 16, the language I would have used then.
Oh, okay.
I didn't grow up yet. That's why he loves this song.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? This this song, I use words I wouldn't use now.
Oh.
But I'm trying to act like I am 17 in the song. When you go back and listen, like I said some stuff, it's more like, it's not, I wouldn't want to make it clean before I gave it to you.
Gotcha, yeah.
But he likes that song because, like, I'm still raging, I'm still have no control.
Oh, okay.
That's why he likes Rebel Souls.
Okay,
I consider myself, a rebel of royalty. If it were, as it were, however you say that in this America.
Understood.
And if you don't pray for himself, we pray for him too. We pray for you to find royalty in your kingdom, and what kingdom that is.
I like that.
I like it as well, but I don't know if I've told you, I have an entire room whittled from one piece of gold. So,
that's the kingdom.
It's beautiful.
You've created for the next world, and hopefully you dwell.
Hopefully, I come right back to this one.
All the girls will be there with you, man. Like there when it's eternal.
I do recall you talking about that. Your entire
absolutely,
room
whittled from one piece.
But you didn't whittle it yourself.
I don't do anything myself.
Right.
I go dress myself today, which is unusual.
Yes.
But Princess Greta is asked I do a few things more for myself lately. Like. You can put your shoes on yourself, and, it's okay.
Oh, all right.
I understand. This is she's very Americanized. So.
And is she all right with your lifestyle? Shall we say?
Are you talking my concubines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which of the wives you talking?
Which
the new one?
The one that he sometimes thinks these concubines are wives, and they are.
Which one did you promise everything to? All of them?
No, just this would be Princess Greta would be my wife that I take actual vows with. That I said I promise I won't be scumbag for rest of life, and but the concubines stay, and so most of them are doing house duties more than servicing thy royal peace.
Okay,
so,
well she's okay with that.
She is, does not like it, but this is customary in my country, so I mean, what you want me to do?
Because then she doesn't have to do any house duties, because they're doing that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right,
she would never.
Right, how did you meet?
Her dry cleaner sent her the wrong clothes, and she doesn't care. She's very forgiving.
Oh,
she still uses the same service. Amazes me.
Is that how you met? You have the same dry cleaner, or
no? Actually, I had brought her in. She was working for a major corporation, and I said, "Who's this?" She's very good looking. She seems very nice. Good head on shoulder, and next thing I know, I tried to tell Zaldrunas, "You chloroform this one and bring her back to my room." And it turns out she's not. She'd rather I just speak to her nicely and treat her with respect.
Trying to influence her through him, and she is not expecting that kind of treatment. But when she sees how we can do things, she tries to have hope for him too.
She responded well to this
because it can be that way for her.
Right.
It
Excellent.
is. So, and I gotta say, she's. What did you guys say here for happy wife is a happy life, or something of this nature?
Something like that. Yeah.
So it's. Yeah, I'm very. I love her very much.
Oh,
and
good.
Good. I am.
Well, I'm in love. We're glad that you're happy.
Yes, it's good.
It's very nice. Very nice. You've really grown since last time I.
I'm 6'3" now.
Yeah, wow.
I was 6'2" last time you saw me.
Right. That's amazing. Well, royalty actually, your bones expand as you get older instead of shrink, which is amazing.
That, and I stand usually on about 4 stacks of hundreds, which is about this big.
Certainly,
my shoes.
Right. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Are you married, Ape?
No, sir.
No. He hasn't, because it sounds like it's great from the way he describes it. You get
well,
to,
you know,
you can still have a concubine do your cleaning, and it sounds
he
like a
doesn't
good
like
deal.
this about me. The concubines he thinks is not, but he doesn't understand. In this country is different than in mine.
Doesn't approve.
There'll be a time when I find my everything, who's ready to change the world from the inside out.
Yes.
With me, and
right.
It's, hanging with my brother here. I don't, maybe it'll push back. What's going to happen, and maybe I won't quite run into the love yet when I'm vibing this way, but I'm hoping for the best when we kind of get where we need to get.
Yes,
make some things happen. Other things will fall into place.
He doesn't have any other friends that will let him drive tanks. Okay, Royal tanks, Royal Corvettes. We whip those things.
Yeah, well,
as long as I'm addicted to adrenaline.
Yes,
I'm not going to find that one.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're driving tanks,
one of those things.
Yeah, can I drive a tank?
Matt, of course.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
Absolutely, I'll give you the keys to the tanks and the Royal Corvettes.
Wow. Yep. That's quite remarkable. All right.
We must keep the rag tops up on the Corvettes, though. This is only royalty. Whips those vets with the rags top down.
Yes.
Pedal to the metal, wind tilting my crown. You know this.
Well,
you know this.
I don't. I really don't know this, but I'm learning a lot.
Now you sit shotgun with me, baby, and we're going to cruise.
All right. Well, let's before we run out of time, let's play another track, and then we'll come back and kind of wrap up, and you can plug the show this weekend again. But
hey, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to play?
I would say let's play "Make It Through." People out there, this is a song I did. DC and I recorded back in 2003, with homegirl Kim Torres. Beautiful rock, folk, soul human being from the Portsmouth, Kittery area, Seacoast area.
Cool.
Just
Torres,
dropped a video for
Kim
it too,
Torres. She's amazing.
Okay.
We did this song with her. This is really not her sound, really, if you listen.
Okay.
But we kind of brought like a really nice melody, love, tone with a really soulful groove. DC used kind of a breakbeat rhythm with it, and we just kind of created one of those unforgettable songs with the aura that kind of makes you undeniably want to just be around good people.
Yeah.
It's called Make It Through. We have a video we just released. My man Spike Pitt Gooba and Spike Pit Productions did the video. It's called Make It Through, Ape the Grim on YouTube. It's on Facebook as well.
Okay.
To play the song, man, it's going to be on Ideal 2 as well with The Declaration, a number of other dope records. Right. And I'm so excited that you're going to support and play this song as well, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Make it through.
All right, let's take a listen.
The only thing stronger than karma, forgiveness. Everything has a story, it was written. Everyone needs to live out their life's mission. You got all the answers, you can't explain intuition. Learn to love listening, close your eyes, take it in. I don't want to miss a thing. It's the greatest win when you can be present, especially with friends. Remember, this moment will never happen again. Is the it factor for them the same to you? Everything's debatable, but does it have to make us two? Cause we can be one, but I'd rather choose to live and not try to survive. Cause guys like Grim usually don't make it through, plus or minus. Why they gotta get it f***ed up and divide us? Behold the power of silence. It sucks, we're all a little biased.
All you really need is that love in your life. You're gonna make it through whatever happens to you. So if you found that one, make sure you love them right. You're gonna make it through whatever happens to you.
The truly humble don't desire to be admired. I'm just too addicted to making fires. See, there's qualities you need as a person. I need too much time for contemplation and rehearsing. I'm stuck in this challenge to myself and I'm struggling. It made me weird. Sometimes I don't know what I am or who I was. I just know I gotta be grim. I keep it real as you possibly can. When you don't speak your mind, it can be read. It's important to recognize when it's the end. But if you can't help but feel you have been reborn, and you can't help but spill in any beat you speak on, and you're ready for the world and all of its attacks, the insurmountable hate, and you just love them back? Well, even your friends don't understand you anymore, cause they know they can't believe that you're ready for the world stage. Might as well be the pearly gates. I'm running off pure love and I'm doing great. I should sell all my shoes and go to law school. I break all the rules cause I was taught to. Like when it's true and you can't prove the feeling's awful. Don't sleep on the gospels from the other 9 apostles. I love being the best kept. Your next step should be forgive, no accepts.
All you really need is that love in your life. You're gonna make it through whatever happens to you. So if you found that one, make sure you love them right. You're gonna make it through whatever happens to you.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everyone, Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com with you here, and this is the final installment, part 4, of my recent interview with Ape the Grim, and he was accompanied by Prince Tutch Edge Glift. Did I say it right? From Airtight. I think I was close that time. All right, here's the last part of our conversation. Wow, that's great stuff. We've got Ape the Grim here with us in the studio, as well as His Highness
Prince Tutch Edge Glift, the Rothchild.
Yes. Is there something shorter I can call you? Because that's a lot to
Touch
spit.
one.
Just Touch one? Yeah. All right, because that's a lot to spit out, man.
It's a mouthful.
Ape the Grim is much easier.
Yeah, it's that's a beautiful name for a guy who bangs so hard on a track like that.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Like it beats on his chest like Ape, you know.
Oh my goodness! Wow, is that where does the name come from?
Actions prove effective. APE. No, it's just let's see. Back in the day, I mean, I still play basketball. I'm always a basketball guy. I have long arms.
Yeah.
My ears used to stick out when I was younger, skinnier. I looked more like a little ape when I jump and hang on the rim. I could dunk.
Yeah.
And everybody like, oh, look at him. He's so APE became my graffiti right when I was about 12 years old, 6th grade. 12
Oh, okay.
years old.
Yeah.
I went out and got arrested for graffiti at 12 years old.
Oh, no kidding! Wow.
And at
That's
that
in
point, I
Rebel
was
Souls.
writing. I used to write Big J, and then I started writing Ape.
Oh, okay.
Big J. It was Big J.
You got arrested when you were 12?
Well, yeah, I mean, when your kids you don't get cuffed and stuff.
Right, right. Yeah.
They come to your house, and it's a big thing.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I got grounded for a week and had to do community
Mrs.
service.
the Grim was not happy.
I got arrested for graffiti 3 times before
Wow.
I graduated high school.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
But really, when it comes to crime and doing things in the street and all that, it's just not. It's not ideal, man.
Right.
Idealism, grim idealism, is not. That's not the business, man.
Right.
There's enough going on out here in the world.
Yeah.
So you're responsible, man, to make your way in the world and earn something, give back, and and just create.
Right. Right. Yeah.
There's a lot here. A lot of people died for this, man, and
Right.
you got to continue to just build, man.
Yeah. No. Well said.
And
The the variation of your name that we can't say on the radio. Did you stop using that because was that becoming a problem just in terms of marketing?
Basically, it's highly really,
Yeah.
yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah.
When you're on MySpace,
Right.
you can spell it with a $sign and an exclamation point. And,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
and the @ sign is the A.
Yeah.
And that becomes your tag thing, and
Right.
you can. That's kind of what people know me as still, but
Okay.
I think there's a band, maybe a hardcore band. It used to be.
Oh yeah, I think
don't
you're
know.
right.
I mean, to each his own. I mean, you can't do much with that name besides
right.
rile people up with it. But Ape the Grim, nobody's using that but me.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to battle for that one if it comes down to it.
There you go. Yeah. And where should people go online to keep up with everything that you're doing and get your music and stuff?
Check me out, Ape the Grim, on Facebook, Ape the Grim, Instagram, Ape the Grim on Twitter.
Okay.
ApeTheGrim.com will be back up within about 2 weeks.
Oh, great. Perfect.
You can look at Ape the Grim and look my videos on YouTube. Ape the Grim on YouTube. All my videos.
Awesome.
Flip the hat. I got plenty of hat tricks. You can find me on some battles out there, freestyling.
Oh, cool.
A lot of different facets, outlets in this hip hop, and I've been doing them all for so long, and I'm not going to stop.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. And Touch One over here, you got anything you want to mention?
Just I don't have to plug anything personally for myself because I have people that do this, but I do want to say Ape the Grim's working. I introduced him to a close artist friend of mine, M3K. He did most recent album that's coming out soon, Love and War. He did cover for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Working on some merchandise and things. So it's another relationship that
Shout out to my
came
homegirl
together.
Rachel Ferguson too, who's gonna work with that piece you did for the Love and War and finalize the artwork. And she finalized the artwork for Grimfluence. So shout out to Rachel Ferguson.
Cool.
Manchester's finest.
Very nice. Very
Manchester
nice.
Ferguson.
Fergie.
Yeah, Rachel Ferguson artwork. Rachel Ferguson design. Check her out.
Okay.
She is very involved with Rap Night and all the hip hop soul stuff that happens in the city.
All right. Very nice.
Word.
All right, gentlemen, we are out of time. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. All right, so there you have it. My recent conversation with Ape the Grim, promoting his new compilation, Grimfluence. Ape the Grim with Bug Out, I should say, with DJ Myth, mixed by DJ Myth. Some great stuff there, and he's doing a lot of dates. He's doing a lot of shows in the area. So I really enjoyed that. That was great, and also always nice to see Prince Tutch One Edge Glift, the Rothchild of Airtight. I think that's probably the best I've said it so far in terms of being almost remotely correct. It's important to at least try to get that right because I don't want him to have me killed. In fact, let's close out. Most of this has been focused on Ape the Grim, but we're going to close this out with an Airtight track, I think. And by the way, if you want to, and I suggest that you do, check out my original interview with the guys from Airtight. You can go to ipmnation.com/local outbreak, click the archive link, and everything there is alphabetical. And like I said, not to play favorites, but it does remain to this day my favorite Local Outbreak interview ever. And if you listen to it, you'll understand why. But I've enjoyed all of them, of course, and I love doing the show. Thank you to everybody who supports the show. But let's finish off tonight with an Airtight track, the radio edit, of course. This is called When the Lights by Airtight to finish out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation in 100.1 The Planet.
Don't smoke cigarettes.
We'll make sounds like animals.
The lights go out, the panties come down, then we'll make sounds like animals. When the lights go out, the panties come down, then we'll make sounds like animals.
Your Highness starts this evening at the side of the pool while I'm waiting on my concubines to finish up school. By the time they get here and everything's done, I strap on my kicks cause it's time to run. I call up my brother, say, what's the dilly? He says he's coming over with a driver named Willie. He's looking at on a limo ride over. Everyone's grabbing sticks, even the chauffeur.
Fashionably, ladies, we stroll up into the club. 2 bottles of Hennessy and 4 bottles of bub. Gotta push our way the women just to take a drink. Airtight is in the building, shorty, what you think? You say you're having a great time, well, I'ma make it greater. The after party's coming later in the Winnebago. You wanna giggle, wiggle, shiver, scream, and shout? Well, what you think is gonna happen when the lights go out?
When the lights go out, the panties come down, then we'll make sounds like animals. When the lights go out, the panties come down, then we'll make sounds like animals.
27 women just strolled through the door. That's why we always purchase the top 2 floors. Black ones, white ones, and plenty of Asians, Latinos, Indians, Puerto Ricans, and Haitians. Airtight is gonna love you just as long as you're hot. It's better if you're single and you have to smoke pot. And as long as you stay patient, it's okay if you pout. It's gonna turn into a smile and we're banging you out.
Once the lights are down, that's when I remove the crown. The first royal order make you turn around, cause I picked the first position and it's you fake. Mr. Luther Campbell taught me that's what's up. You're so glad to be here, I can see it on your face. If you wait a couple minutes, I got 3s you can taste.
When the lights go out, the panties come down, then we make sounds like animals. When the lights go out, the panties come down, then we'll make sounds like animals.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.